Hello friends, welcome to Techify tutorial. So today I'm here with a new project and that project is related to building a chatbot for Apple devices. So you all aware what is chatbot, right? We have used several times in our daily life, right? So whenever you go to some website, you have some, we have, there you have a help desk corner, right? And in that corner you have that chatbot application. So here also we are going to build the same chatbot, right? And this will be on the Apple devices query. So what is this? I'll talk in I'll talk a bit about the Apple devices, right? So you might have aware or you must have your also I'll not say must, but you might have seen the Apple iPhone or maybe MacBook. So let's say you have some queries related to the services or related to the function of that iPhone or MacBook. What you do? You search it on the internet, right? Or maybe you could go to the Apple company website and we have a help desk corner there. So in the help desk, what you do is you put your queries and company some person sitting uh, in the company side, so they might respond to your queries, right? Now, just imagine that there are thousands of customers. Each customer had multiple questions, may have multiple questions. Now, to answer each and every questions manually is very difficult, and that's very time consuming for the company as well as for the customer and or users also. Here, users are not getting their response in real time. They have to wait for maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, or maybe a day. So in that case, what if we could automate the process? We could automate the thing in such a way that you ask some your questions and this chatbot is able to respond or able to give the answer to your questions, and that will be in real time. So this is how this chatbot work, and at the end of this, at the end of this project, or maybe the series of video, you'll be able to create such chatbot. This is a learning. This is a learning project for me as well as for you, right? And to build this chatbot, I have used several libraries like HuggingFace, Langchain, Groq. We'll discuss each and everything in detail when we go to the coding side. But this is overall overview of this project, right? Let's talk more about the project, right? So what we are doing here? I mean, so if a user asks some queries, that queries is then searched from a database. And what is that database? That database is what you have for Apple device. So you have your data set where you have the questions and corresponding answer that you already have. So from that database, uh, the user query are searched, and then that information is then provided to the LLM language model, and and by looking at the context and your query, the language model will be able to give a response. This is known as retrieval augmented generation or RAG based application. This is known as RAG. What you're doing here is you are you are particularly you are training your model or you are fine tuning your model on your custom data set. But the very obvious question is, like, if I want to get some queries related to Apple devices, I'll go to any language model and I'll give my prompt and it will be able to generate the response. Let's say I go to ChatGPT and I search how to take selfie in iPhone. That ChatGPT would be able to give the responses based on your queries, isn't it? So why building such chatbot is important? Now just imagine you are running a company and that company builds some product. Now the information related to that product is not available anywhere in the internet. You understand how the language models are trained. First, language models are trained on the large corpora of data which is available on the internet. And since the language models are trained on that publicly available data, the language model is able to give you a response. But just imagine that the information related to that product is not available on the internet. In that case, if you ask anything related to the product, related to that custom product, the language model will not be able to give the answer accurately because language model has not seen such kind of data set during its training time. So in that case, building such chatbot is become, I mean, it become useful or it become um, it's become important for the company to build such chatbot. And if you are fine tuning a language model on your custom data set, that kind of application is known as RAG based application. The data set that I have used to build this product or to build this project is from Kaggle. So from the Kaggle website, I have taken the data set which is there, and that data set has two columns. One is your question column, another one is your answer column. In question column, we have the questions related to the services or function, and in the answer column, we have the corresponding answer. So I will give the link of that data set in the description. You can go and check it out. What are all the data set? And in this project, we have used or will use that data set to build this chatbot. Now let's understand the flow. Let understand the flow work of the process. How this flow works, right? So you have your data set, right? That data set is first converted into a numbers, a vector. It may be a embeddings, right? Or it may be a one hot encoding. And that embeddings are stored in a vector database. Now there are several vector databases. We have FAISS, we have DB, we have AstroDB. So based on uh, different works or different your application, we use different vector database. So your embeddings, or you could say your data, are stored in that vector database. Now, in the next step, if we look here, in at the third step, if the users have some queries, that queries also goes in form of embeddings, and that embeddings, I mean that user query is received to the LLM. Now we have something called retrieval object, right? That retrieval function, what it does is it takes the queries, I mean the user query, it goes to the vector database and it searches similar kind of vector. And how the similarity is found? This similarity is checked with the help of cosine similarity. So with the help of cosine similarity, this retrieval is able to, I mean, this object is able to retrieve similar kind of vector, similar kind of vector, and that is known as your context, or that is known as your related data. Along with your related data or context and your user queries, these these information are then goes to LLM, language model, and then language model understand the understand the context, and based on that context, it form the answer of what? Answer of the user's query. And then and give the response to the user, right? This is how the flow of works, right? And this is known as your retrieval augmented generation. So you are retrieving something and then you are generating. How you are generating? You are uh, you are giving that context-based information along with your queries to the language model, and language model is able to generate the response based on your queries. So that is how you generate the things. Next, we'll see the working of the chatbot. Let's see the demo, how the chatbot works. And the final, and this will be the final like end-to-end project where you could build such kind of chatbot, and you'll be able to see the see the working of the chatbot. So at the end of this project, you'll be able to make such kind of interface where we have like welcome to the Apple device chatbot. Here we have the instructs like how this chatbot work, and you could change this instruction based on your choice, because this has been built by me. So based on my understanding, I've been given some text, so I've inserted some text, and you could use this, right, based on your choice or whatever you want to keep in this intro, keep in this website, right? We have also parameters which is known as temperature. This is widely used in a language model. This the user has also flexibility of, I mean, changing the temperature, and this temperature is basically a way, and maybe we could say a way of giving a, I mean, a flexibility to the language model. Basically, the more is the temperature value, the your model will be more creativity. Your model will more be more. Your model will be more creative. So more is the temperature, more is the creativity. So what does this mean? So you ask the same question every time, and you get if you're getting the same response every time, it means that the temperature is close to zero. But if a model is able to come up with some new answer, some creative one, then then the temperature value is high, right? So let's see how this chatbot works. So I have a question like how to take selfie, how to take selfie. I don't know how to take selfie, so I am asking this a chatbot like how to take selfie, and I press enter, and it is able to give me the response. To take selfie on iPhone, open the camera, this and this, whatever. Now, if I increase this temperature a little bit, it would be able to give some different answer, right? If I decrease this, no, here in this time it's giving the same answer. Let's say I'm making it one, same answer, right? So let's ask some different question like how to make folder an iPhone and press enter. Okay, it is giving this answer, right? To create a folder on your iPhone, for organizing app, do this and that. And if I increase this, oh yeah, this time it has changed this its response. So based on the temperature value, it becomes a bit more creative in nature, and that it could see in the response. So this is the demo. This is the demo, and this is how this chatbot works, right? And at the end of this project, we'll be able to make this chatbot, right? So hope you are excited about making this chatbot and learning this chatbot, like how it is built and what are the different framework and libraries that we have used in this or we will be using in this in the building of this chatbot. In the next video, right? In the next video, we'll see the setup, like virtual environment setup, how the setups are done, how the folders are created, what are the requirements, and how the private keys are, set up, and where to get private keys, what are all API key we have that would be required for building this chatbot. Like you could see here, Groq API, HuggingFace API. So this kind of API would be required for building this project, right? So guys, that's all about this video, right? In the next video, we'll start from here, and hope you're excited about this. Thank you all.